What is up everyone, it's Spyme here. Today we are going to be reviewing my Genshin Impact account just before the 2.1 update comes live. And because for a whole year I've been playing this game and I want to save the progress of how much I've progressed through the game within a year of playing. I started playing since around October 14th. That was, I believe, the first day I ever played Genshin. So I was like about 2 weeks late. So instead of, September 28th, which was when the game was released, I started playing around October 14th, which was 2 weeks after it was released, which is also about 1 week left of the initial Venti banner, of the first banner ever, which was Venti. So here we go. October 14th was the day that I joined and received Amber. So it's been a wild ride for a whole year of playing this game. It's nearly been a year anyways. So yeah, let's take a look at how much progress we've made over the past 10 months maybe. So let's get started. First of all, since I'm already here, let's see how many characters I own. So for one I know, I believe I have 27 characters. All the way down here, we have about 27 characters, and I believe I have 9 5-star characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I have 9 characters, 5-star characters, and I believe there's 18 in total if we add these together. You can see I still have 2 4-stars that I don't own, and that's Rosaria and Sayu. The banner won't drop any Sayus for me. I've been pulling, and I keep getting nothing but Diona, who's already C6, and I also keep getting a Xinyan, which right about now is C2, and I keep getting Diona. I low-key only get Diona, and I got like 2 copies of Xinyan, so I got her to C2 instead, and I don't even use her. On that aside, we can take a look here. I'm currently AR56, very, very close to AR57. I should hit AR57 the moment 2.1 drops, and I'm currently world level 8, which is, I believe, the highest world level there is. And I can probably tell I'm an Ayaka main with Ayaka's avatar, signature and all that, and finally I have her name card, so I already have her at friendship 10. So probably many of you are probably wondering is whether I'm F2P or not, even though I probably made myself clear that I'm not an F2P because I've been topping up on videos and on streams and all that. So let's take a look at the shop, right? So you can see, the first things first, I have 79 Genesis crystals. So that's from that you can tell that I am not an F2P. I am a monthly subscriber to the Welcome Moon. I've purchased the first time I've ever purchased the Welcome Moon was back in 1.3 during the Lantern Ride. That was the first time I ever purchased the Welcome Moon. So I'm still purchasing it monthly because I think that this is really, really worth it. And it's definitely something you should consider getting at the very least, because the Welcome Moon really does help out. You get about 150 Primo Gems every day instead of only 6 that I usually get just from commissions. I don't own any character outfit. I mean, I do own the Barbara one because I got it for free during 1.6, right? I believe it was the Echoing Conch event where you just go around collecting conches. And you get her for free, so you get her skin for free, so there's that. So as for the gift shop, I bought this bundle once. I still have it. I have like 3 of, I can claim 12, I've only claimed like 9. But other than that, I don't really buy bundles. I've bought bundles twice, which one of this was this one, and the other was Talent Books, and I still have it right now. As for Paimon's Bargains, before we get back to here, crystals. Right, this will be reset in the 2.1 update, so might as well get it out there that I've topped up before for a $100 pack and a $50 pack. I never topped up the $50 pack on cam. I did that off cam, but the $100 pack I topped up for Ayaka, which I got her to C1 at this current point in time, and then I topped up another $50 to get Miss Splitter I believe about 4 days before the banner ended. So yeah, it was totally worth it. I managed to get Miss Splitter and all that. But yeah, this will be reset, and I'll be an F2P again. I don't know. Maybe once I get rid of these Genesis crystals, and once the shop resets, it's gonna be almost like an F2P. I mean, minus the whole Welcome Moon thing, which, that's fine, I guess. Next thing is, let's talk about the Paimon's Bargains shop. Yeah, it's going to be resetting very, very soon. It's going to reset on 2.1. I do have quite a fair amount of Stardust, but not a lot of Star Glitters, because I keep converting them into Intertwined Fates, trying to get Miss Splitter, because I really, really wanted to get that weapon and then get what's best for Ayaka. So, other than that, I don't really buy anything from this shop, especially not when there's the royal weapons, because I believe the Black Cliff is way better than the royal ones, in terms of both stats and also passive-wise. But yeah, the royal set looks good, but in my opinion, just isn't that good, in my opinion, overall. Currently, I already have Noelle at C6, so that's why I can't purchase it anymore. But yeah, I only have 6 Star Glitters. Hopefully I can get more, so I can, I don't know, buy more Fates, probably. So for Stardust Exchange, I do have about 3,000, nearly 4,000 of Stardust. And what I do purchase every single month is obviously the 5 Intertwined Fates and the 5 Acquaint Fates. These are no-brainers. Like, you have to get them. They're like free wishes for the most part. So these are really, really worth to get. I also sometimes get the Mora. I purchased down all the Mora, as you can see. This is about 100k Mora, I believe. I don't remember how much you can buy, but it's pretty worth it, in my opinion. Like, if you're running low on Mora, this is definitely the way to go. And since I was I was leveling up weapons, so I had to get the Chaos Circuit. Although I don't really need it, I just wanted extras. But the Chaos Axis and the Chaos Gear and the Kaguchi Handguard, all these are important because Inazuma recently dropped, and I had to level up Ayaka, and Ayaka was like, needed these drops, right? And I needed as much of these as I can, so that's why I purchased these as well. As for Mora, I never really purchased these Mora because I can get all, like, 191. I believe this will give me about 1,000,000 Mora if I do actually do this, but I'm not going to because I just thought that maybe I'll save a little bit more Stardust first. In fact, mainly because honestly, the main reason why I haven't considered getting this Mora yet is because I don't want to be out of Stardust and can't get these, right? I want to at least save 1,000 of these Stardust. So I guess, sorry, wrong one. I guess it would make sense if I get around 100 of these. So that way I still have like 1,000 left. But and for now, I don't really consider it. Maybe when I have like way more Stardust, whenever that happens. And Primo Gems wise, I have 2,300. So I am getting ready, hopefully, to get Ball. I'm like 3 multis away from Soft Pity. And I should be able to get that. I should be able to do like 2 multis by the time 2.1 drops. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens, yeah. But other than that, pretty cool. And that's how my shop is currently looking like. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is my inventory, right? Because inventory, progress, materials I've gathered, resources. So, let's take a look at our inventory. So, as of version 2.0, I currently have 4 5-star weapons. I used to have 2 only. I used to only have Lost Prayers, and I only had Wolf's Gravestone. Once 2.0 came around, I now have the Skyward Spine and the Mist Splitter Reforged. And the reason why I have Skyward Spine is because I lost the 50-50, or whatever it's called, to the weapons banner. And then I got Mist Splitter Reforged around 80 wishes later. This one was... Sorry, not 80, 70 wishes later. This one, however, was early. So it was kind of like cool, I got it early, so I managed to save a few wishes before I got the Mist Letter. So, no regrets whatsoever, so there's that. I have a decent amount of 4-star weapons, as you can see. I have all 3-star weapons, right? I have all 3-star weapons in the game, at least once at Refinement 5. So, that's how you see it. I currently have 3,798 Mystic Enhancement Ore. I used to have like 5,000. In fact, it just broke 4,000 like yesterday, and then I just used them to raise a few weapons. But do your daily crystal farming, and eventually this will, never go all the way down. But yeah, currently, these are all my weapons I've leveled up. I'm working on these weapons. I don't know about Black Sword. That's going to stay there for a while because I don't have anyone I want to equip this on. So you can see I do have Black Sword and Solar Pearl, the Serpent Spine, and also the Deathmatch, which are, Battle Pass weapons. So I do get the Battle Pass. I have purchased the Battle Pass 4 times now. I am going to get the Battle Pass at least one more time because I want to get the Viridescent Hunt. Not necessarily because it's good or if I'm going to use it on anyone, but more like I just want to complete the collection just because, for the sake of collecting things. I do have 3 stringless. I normally refine the weapons, as you can see, but at the moment, I don't know what to do with the stringless between Fischl and Venti, so maybe I'll just keep this R5 Windbloom mode on Venti, and I'll just refine these to Refinement 3 for my Fischl. I'm not entirely sure yet, so that's why it's kind of there for now. It probably won't be leveled up for a while, but yeah, I have 2 copies of Favinius Sword. I have 3 copies of Favinius Codex, 2 of which are at R5 and 1 is at R1. So the banner loves giving me Favinius Codex for some reason, but yeah. That's all the weapons that I own, and next stuff is, as you can probably tell, I don't care about Kaya and Xinyan. They're still using the Dull Blade and lost the Greatsword. Next is artifacts. As you can see, I have 839 artifacts, and that may seem like a lot, but in all honesty, most of them are fodder artifacts, and when I say that, I mean it, because all of them are 1-star artifacts. Like a lot of 1-star artifacts, just because I do my daily artifact farming. Well, I don't do them every single day, I just do them when I want to, but I've been doing a lot recently in preparation for 2.1, so that's why I have quite a lot of 1, 2, and 3-star artifacts just lying around, because, just from farming artifacts daily. But overall, I think I have about 88 artifacts at plus 20, you can probably count, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, not 88, 82 artifacts at plus 20, some of which I'm not even using because I just thought that they had decent stats, but I have better ones. I mean, you could argue that this is better, but, this is more balanced, so I'm using this one instead. But yeah, I have a decent amount of decent artifacts, so I'm gonna work with what I have, but yeah. Overall, they are alright, and, artifact farming isn't something I enjoy doing because of how much RNG there is. I know a lot of people usually have like 1,000 artifacts now and capped. I don't farm artifacts that much because I like to farm other things, which you'll see when I switch to the next page. As you can see, I have a decent amount of EXP books. Now, I used to have about 900, near 1,000, but I've been using them, and as you can see down at the bottom, I have about 7.8 million Mora, which once again used to be like 12 million, but I kept using them, so they're down to 7 million. But I still restock them every now and again. So I have a decent amount of everything. I have a decent amount of these, and a lot of materials. The Nobushis don't drop enough, like honestly, they have terrible drop rates, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I gotta have to work with what we've got. I don't farm these too much, I just kind of kill them from the ones in Arami, and that's it. I know there are some in the Kanazuka, and probably some more around the Serpent Head on Yashiori Island, but I'm not gonna go, and I don't farm them every single day. Like, I just don't like farming them, I don't know why. But yeah, that's what it is. I don't farm bosses that much, I only farm them when I need them, so I don't have like an excess amount of everything. Unless I'm pre-farming, of course. Now these, I do have 18 of these in preparation for leveling up both Ball and Sara. That is, if I get them. So I have a decent amount of those. I have this at 9 because I plan on raising Barbara, and I have this at 9 because I plan on raising Zhongli. So yeah, I have a bit of everything. I have a lot of talent books, especially these, like Prosperity. I don't use these for some reason, and I have a lot of the Mondstadt ones because I also don't use these for some reason. So it is what it is. Weapons Ascension materials, I've been using them a lot lately, so I have a few stocked up, but not a lot. But yeah, I only have these because I've only been farming for Mistblur. I haven't farmed the Inazuma domain for weapon domain for all the weapons, but it is what it is for now, so I think we'll just have to work with what we've got. Now let's talk about food. Food, yes, I have 1,000 apples. I'm pretty sure hoarders we're gonna have way more, but apparently I only have 1,000. I don't know. Maybe I should have more. I don't know. I do cook like a fair share amount of sweet madames. I know some people have like over 1,000 or whatnot, but I don't really need them that much because I don't use food that often. I do cook a lot of Sakura mochi because I'm trying to get Ayaka's specialty. However, I'm getting pretty unlucky. As you can see, this is not well balanced. Over 100 of these later, I only have like 19 of these. So they're not really balanced. Over 100 of these for a Hu Tao specialty, I only have 5 of these. Not very balanced. Wish the rate was better. But it is what it is. I do use this quite often because I run around the map a lot, and I also have a few Adeptus' Temptation, although I don't really use them that much unless I'm like doing some sort of showcase or whatever. But yeah, I do have a lot of these because I just made them in case there's going to be some combat events that allows food, like the Energy Amplifier event, which was in 1.5, and I believe there was the Vagabond Sword in 1.6. These were really, really useful because the event was quite hard, so they come in handy every now and again. So I also do cook some of these. So yeah, steak, I have an excess amount of raw meat, so why not? But other than that, I also think I have like 416 eggs. I thought I had 1,000 of these for some reason, but yeah, these are the food that I have. Now, as for materials, I have a lot of, I have quite a few amount of billets or prototypes, and if we come over here, I have crafted all the new Inazuma, or rather forged all the new Inazuma weapons, the Aminoma Kaguchi, the polearm, the claymore, and here we have the Hakushin ring. Still regret using this, by the way, but those who know what I'm talking about, and I also have the Hamayumi. So I have crafted them all. I just haven't leveled them up yet because I'm not really using them. I just crafted them just so that I know they're there, so that I can level up. So that's what it is. So I have a decent amount of prototypes. So yeah. For crystal chunks and for amethyst lump, I have quite a decent amount. They're pretty much afloat, because I've been mining these every single day. Like, that's the one thing I do every single day. Wood, I am running out. I should probably farm a little bit more of these wood, but too lazy. But yeah, I have about 316 crystal cores. I don't know if people can relate to this. Some may have more, some may have less. I don't know. But I rarely use condensed resin. No, I use condensed resin very, very rarely. Like, if I need to use them, I'd use them. But if I don't have to, then I just don't. I just use normal resins, and I just go in domains and boss fights and whatnot, and I just use resins that way. So yeah. Well, I used to have way more mints than this, because I used to use, after a while, after I believe the thing, whatever it's called, the parametric transformer was out, I was using mint for that. But however, eventually I just thought, like, why not just use these blue ones, this magical crystal chunk that I basically never use, so on the the parametric transformer. So that was more worth it instead of the mint. So now I can hoard the mint even more. And I have about 3,427 berries, which is, I believe, like the easiest thing to collect. I have a decent amount of everything except crabs, I guess. I don't farm for crabs. I'm running out of rice. And as for local specialties, I have a lot of dendrobium, a lot of, a decent amount of naku weeds, a decent amount of C. We got a Dorma. I don't know why I have these. In fact, this is probably not considered a lot considering how it was out in 1.6. But it is what it is. I don't really farm things that much. You can see Violet Grass I have very little of even after a year of playing, and I haven't raised any characters that require this Violet Grass, so you can tell that these are definitely really, really hard to farm, and so I don't farm them, but you know, it is what it is. And Philanimo Mushrooms, I've been farming them lately because I need to raise Barbara and Mona, so I have very little of them as well. Sakura Bloom, I do farm them every now and again. When I see them, I pick them up. But yeah, a decent amount of everything. Gadgets, I believe I have all the gadgets that are currently in the game. I could be wrong. I'm probably definitely wrong. I think I haven't crafted some of which are like the wind bottles. I believe you can craft. I definitely don't have everything, but I can probably get everything. I just don't find the need to. Andorra, I have 2 sea leaves from 2 events. I believe this was from 1.2 and this was just from 2.0 very recently. The lyre, the teapot, everything, the parametric transformer, the camera, the sea dispensary, and the red feather fan, which is personally one of my favorite gadgets in the game right now because it's so good. So, these are all the gadgets I have. Quest items, I believe I do have every single quest items that I can possibly get in the game, unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I have everything. I don't know, maybe I need to check, but yeah, this is all the items that I have. As for purchase items, as you can see, I have a decent amount of Electro Sigil. I believe there's going to be more around the map, but I haven't gone around the map that much. But yeah, I have a few of these. I should probably convert them to Mora. So as I was saying, the Northlander billet trove, or the bundle for these prototypes, it's been in the game since 1.6. I still have it. I haven't used them yet. Same for the talent book. Once again, I said I got this ones, and also got the material, weapon ascension material bundle. These are really not worth it to get unless you're like really desperate for them, but I still don't recommend them. Like, unless it's probably more. This costed 60 Genesis crystals. If you haven't refilled your resin for the day, it's probably more worth it to convert 50 Genesis crystals into Primo Gems and use 50 Primo Gems for 60 resins. That would be way more worth it because that way you can actually get more materials that way. So, if you're really desperate, then get this. But if you have the means to get more resins, then definitely get more resins. I have two fragile resins and 1 transient resin. I will get 2 very soon of transient resins, saving up for 2.1 to drop. And also have 14 dream solvent and 99 vial of adeptal speed. So overall, a decent amount of everything. So yeah, I'm not going to go over the teapot items because I don't think that's necessary. Now, I don't really think I need to show my characters, but I have about all these characters built. I have up to here built. Everything after this is still in progress. So Fischl is Friendship 10 and Bennett is Friendship 10. But they are a work in progress in terms of builds. Same with everything else here. So I have up to here. Everything before here is more or less built. But everything after this still needs some work. However, I do believe G needs a better build. My Yanfei build is broken right now because I have her artifacts stolen somewhere else and used elsewhere. Not sure where. But yeah, overall, the other characters are pretty well built. For constellations, for those who want to know, I have Ayaka C1, Sakura C2. Okay, I'm just gonna pan through this because it's getting tiresome to speak. And that's all the constellations that I have. Final thing I probably want to show is my map and Spiral Abyss. Okay, so Spiral Abyss, I am on floor 12, chamber 3, and let's zoom out a little bit. I have Narukami Island at 100%, Kanozuka at 100%, and Yashiori Island at 100% exploration. So I have 100% Inazuma so far for the 3 islands anyways. There's probably going to be, well, not probably. We definitely have like Sarah Island that's coming, and there's also Watatsumi Island that's coming. I'm not sure where in the map it is. I think Sarah is going to be around here from what I've seen in the distance. But yeah, I still have yet to 100% the entirety of Liyue. The Sea of Clouds here and all these, they're very close to 100%. The only 100% I got in Liyue is Bishri Plain right here. And the entirety of Mondstadt is 100%, so including Dragon Spine. So yeah, Dragon Spine I believe was the first area I've 100%ed. And finally, Spiral Abyss, as I said, floor 12, chamber 3, is a 36 star. I've been a 36 star Abyss for a while now, so that's the progress I've made. So we're gonna have to see how 2.1 Abyss is. Hopefully I can 36 star the new Abyss. But yeah, that's about everything. That's about everything that I can show. So yeah, you can see my team is very, very random because I'm forming a friendship AXP on them. So I have friendship 10 on Ayaka, friendship 5 on Sucrose, friendship 5 on Beidou, and friendship 7 on Diluc. I recently friendship 10'd my Mona and friendship 10'd my Diona as well. So they were very recent friendship 10s. So was Ayaka. But yeah. Other than that, that's about it for my account review. I don't think I have much more to say. I think that's everything. If I left anything out of the video, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. But for now, I only okay, one last thing I would like to mention is how many characters I have at level 90, and that would be 4 characters. There's only 4 characters at level 90. Ayaka, Zhongli, Eula, and Hu Tao. And these are the only characters that I have at level 90. Okay, that's it for now, finally. Okay, that's all I've got to say. That's all the characters. That's everything I wanted to show. Maybe I missed something. It doesn't matter, alright? It doesn't matter, alright? So, thanks so much for watching, I guess. But this is more like a video for myself to look back at how much progress I had. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all next time.